Have you dated any Japanese girl?
How about you? Have you ever dated a foreign guy?
I was too young and I'm not sure. So you've lived in Japan for 8 years. Does it feel like you've lived here that long?
I first came to Japan in June 2012.
Oh, I didn't know that.
My memories of that time are still pretty clear,
Uh-huh.
so in a way it doesn't feel so long.
Okay. How do you find life here?
Before coronavirus, my life was pretty simple and easy.
Right.
I like going out into nature as much as possible and watching live sports too,
Okay.
but I can't do that so much anymore.
That's true.
At the moment, the situation is worse in the UK, so I'm kind of lucky to be living in Japan just now.
Yeah. All the schools are still closed now, right?
They're starting to reopen now, but
Okay.
the British government has more power to shut down businesses than the
Okay.
Japanese ones, so
Right.
the lockdown is stricter over there.
By the way, what brought you to Japan in the first place?
As you know, I'm an English teacher.
Uh-huh.
My first overseas job was in South Korea,
Oh.
and while I was there, I came to Japan on vacation. I visited Tokyo and Hakone, and I thought Japan was a very beautiful and safe country.
Yeah.
I also thought people were very kind and
Yeah.
friendly. So 1 year later, I decided to come here to live and teach.
Oh, you made a good choice.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. What do you think is the biggest culture difference between UK and Japan? From my experience, because Japan is such a crowded country, when I came back to Japan after living overseas for a few years, everything looked so tight and packed, and I felt like I was a giant. And also, people seem to walk so fast, and they are always in a rush. So it took me a couple of months to get used to being here again. So for me, I found that Japan is such a busy country.
I lived in South Korea before coming to Japan,
That's right.
and in my opinion, UK and Japan are more similar than the
Right.
UK and South Korea. So I was actually more surprised about the similarities between British and Japanese culture.
Okay.
Both are island countries with very long
That's
histories.
true.
And I think in general, people in both countries are usually quite reserved
No, right.
until they start drinking.
How they change?
Maybe they become more direct,
Okay.
aggressive, and loud.
You too?
No.
What do you like the best about Japanese life?
It's very convenient.
That's
I have
true.
about 6 convenience stores within 5 minutes walk from my home.
6?
Yeah,
Wow.
6. Plus a train station, subway station, supermarket, and
That's
doctor's office really close by.
Okay.
In my hometown in Scotland, all of those things are much further away, so
Right.
having a car is kind of essential. Seeing cherry blossoms in spring and the red leaves in autumn are also highlights for me.
Right. I really miss those while I was overseas. So what do you miss the most?
Of course, my family and friends.
Sure.
My favourite football team, plus foods like bacon and sausages. You can get them in Japan, but they taste differently.
そうなんや。Sorry. Any tough experiences?
I can't say I've ever experienced racism. I can remember incidents when people have annoyed me, but this kind of person exists in every country.
That's right.
I can think of a few of these kinds of people from my time living in Scotland.
Is there anything that you don't like about Japan or Japanese people?
I think it's difficult to talk about all Japanese people together. There are more than 120 million people in Japan, right?
That's right. I think so, yeah.
So the same as Scotland, there will be both good and bad people.
Yeah.
I like that Japanese people often follow the rules, and even if I'm on a crowded train, it's usually really quiet.
Yeah.
Also, I've been to a Tigers versus Giants game and Gamba versus Urawa. Before and after those matches, rival supporters were close together and took the same trains, but there were no problems. This is very different to sport in Europe.
So in Europe, rival supporters glare at each other or something?
Some people go to games just to cause trouble, but things have changed a lot in the past 30 or 40 years. In Japan, live sport, especially football, seems much more female-friendly and family-oriented.
Okay. What shocked you about life in Japan?
Maybe, like I said above, culturally, Japan and the UK were more similar than I expected. So I can't say anything really shocked me.
Okay.
I guess sometimes I see young women sleeping on trains. I think this would be very dangerous for them to do that in the UK. Actually, even for men too. It's possible someone might try to steal your wallet or phone.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I used to have a 2 hours commute and I always slept on the train on the way home. No, why? Because I think we are pretty sure that we live in a safe country. Yeah, I never heard that people stole someone's wallet. Touching, maybe no. But I was sleeping like this.
When my Scottish friends came to Japan, the first day we went into Osaka Castle, we took the Hankyu train, and there was like a cute girl, maybe she was 25 or something, and a girl sleeping in jail.
So you lived in Tokyo before, right? Did you see any cultural differences between Kanto and Kansai areas besides dialect?
Kanto dialect is easier to understand because it's more similar to the Japanese textbooks I studied from.
That's right.
Osaka people are very friendly and generally more likely to chat to me than people from Tokyo.
That's right.
You told me you're a typical Osaka person, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Osaka and the Keihanshin area are big, but the Kanto area is just so unbelievably massive and crowded.
I never lived in Tokyo. I'm sure if I lived there, I'll be very confused for many reasons.
Yeah, Shibuya, Shinjuku, and Tokyo stations are crazy.
Yeah, that's right. Have you ever dated any Japanese girls? Did you have any difficulties?
The most difficult question last. I've dated some Japanese girls, but I've not had much success. I'm quite a shy and reserved person.
Are you?
Yeah. So that means I'm not really popular with girls in Scotland or Japan. I can speak a little Japanese, but I can't communicate deeply.
Right.
So to have a long-term relationship with a Japanese woman, that means I need to find someone with good English skills. Can you recommend anyone?
Well, I'm actually trying to find someone for you, honestly.
Does Suzuki Rossi speak English?
I don't know, but I know her birthday is the same day as mine.
Well, all the best people are born in June.
Yeah.
And how about you? Have you ever dated a foreign guy?
Kind of. But I was too young, and I'm not sure if I don't know. I was too young, and I'm not sure if we had a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. So the answer is yes or no.
You mean you just played around?
What do you mean?
Stop very aggressive.
That's now your business.